Ah, there we go. It works now. Yay. Yeah, slight technical issues there. In my infinite wisdom of trying to get things done. Oh yeah, hold on. Let me fix the camera real quick. OBS virtual camera and then a video broadcast. There we go. We're back. No, wait. It's still broken. Open a video broadcast. Oh no, yeah, video broadcast. Video. I change it to that, then I change it back. Does it work? No. We went from having no technical issues to technical issues. Ah, that's why. That's why. Hold on. There we go. Now I'm going to have to redo my camera entirely. Too low. Fixed. Yeah, you know what I wanted to do, which failed miserably, was I'll probably should get some tape and actually tape the cable a little bit further up. But what I wanted to do and what I actually did were two very separate things. Because what I wanted to do, there we go, we're back, was, I'll grab some tape real quick. What I wanted to do was put the cable up, but I have a button that I bought off AliExpress, which came with a splitter to get off my power pins for my front panel connector to turn my PC on and off. And it splits that signal into one going to your front panel connector and then specifically one going to a button that can be put somewhere separate for a certain purpose. And I have it underneath my desk, and I was feeling at that around that point, and then I accidentally pressed the button, realized what I did, and in the meantime my PC was shutting off. Yeah. Nice technical problems, aren't they? Oh wait, I haven't done this then. I haven't grabbed this, pulled it all the way down, and then said delete, and then grabbed it, cancel it, extend it outward, grabbed it again, pasted it again. Then we can actually merge these two together to create less groups. There we go. You should have less groups already. But it does require a throttle lever to be applied. Might want to add a breaker panel at some point, but I'm gonna worry about that later. But yeah. I accidentally pressed my power button and I don't have music yet. Hold on. Let me fix my music. Let me also connect with Discord. There he goes. Everything is operational once more. Does my camera work still? Yeah, camera is still functional. In the meantime, turn the music on. Now there's music. And everything is back up and running. Alright. If I were to lower this... will it raise the back of the plane? Just push this out of the way so I actually have a clear view of it. And that went too far. But it seems it's not steep enough. because it is incredibly low to the ground. You know what I might just do? Grab this, pull this up, push it down a oh, come on. Of course, it can't do that because it is moved all the way down. Of course, of course, of course, of course. Let me just grab everything here and push it down a single block. And reconnect it, remove that, and now the plane should be a little taller. How about I do the exact same thing with these wheels? Oh yeah, that is already connected, and we're gonna have to merge. Guess these are stationary bodies, doesn't really matter. In the meantime, we're gonna grab this. We're first gonna see how this does. Because with the plane being a block higher, a block taller, I guess. I should be able to lower the door a little bit more. Without pushing it onto the other door parts. So let me pull it up first. And then move along. There we go. Oh, come on. I'm not capable of getting in through there now. Also, I'm still thinking of adding 2 more engines for more speed, but I'm not sure. Right there starts to touch. I think I could work with that. Maybe if I were to add this entire row to it. And it should help, and then this one can just kind of fold downward and up. But let's first see how this does. And I really can't jump in. There's something leaking power. There we go. That is impossible. How? No, let's just connect these. Let's make this one part already. Because this is just... Wait a minute. Can I? I have a plan. And it's going to be a very sneaky plan. So I have this space to work with. Right? Eh? Okay, let me fill it. Let me fill the last block in. There we go. And then electricity needs to be connected to them. Let's see how this works. I mean, it does work, but it's kind of... Yeah, I know what needs to happen with that. Wedges need to be put in here. Problem is I'm gonna put 3 in before I run out of space. I'm going to change the tail shape of this plane. But hopefully what I've done will work better, although it doesn't allow for wide vehicles to get in. Yeah, see, it is flat on the ground, but only for 5 blocks wide. Which means that any vehicle that is not very tiny will have to go up this. So that was kind of a failure. Alright, but we've learned that that won't work. So... how do we overcome that issue? Apart from maybe this works. I don't know. It could not work, but it could work. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna grab all of this. I'm gonna have to move because a 1 block space should be doable, right? Yeah, see, that's a very gentle ramp. Even better yet, now it will work. And this, now I need to make sure that this opens peacefully without any problems. Now what if I do this, grab a pivot, another couple of pivots. I might as well grab a velocity pivot because those can actually continue turning. Don't know if 2 are going to be enough, but I'll see. There we go. See, are all these... None of these are connected. I'll probably connect everything to a breaker panel at some point because I don't like the fact that it's connected to a 1 medium battery. So the velocity pivot needs to be rotational speed. So I should grab this one and I'm gonna modify it. First, I have to run a test on this though. Then we push it down. So 2.5 is fine. Is 2.5 on the floor? Yeah, so... where's your notepad? There. First part 0 to 0.25. Those are pivots. Pivot, this is compact robotic. And then we have compact velocity pivot. For the second part, yes, I'm doing this on notepads because first of all I have way too many, second of all, in my opinion it works nicer to just start scribbling things on paper, work out your theories, and then start complaining that nothing works. We need to go for speed and time. Yeah, that's what we have to do. So I'm going to find a decent speed to make it work. Alright. So basically I need switch boxes. So I guess I'm going to create a new one. New microcontroller. Call it plain rear door. Cargo. We need 3. It's going to need to be 3 long, 1. Here, if your button input, and then you're going to have your number outputs. This will be the first part. Second part. Also, you may have noticed that my lighting is slightly different. That is because I moved my one lamp. Oh, I need a switch box, numerical switch box. Property number. Switch the value on. So if you press the button on, it switches to 0.25. Right, so that's the first part done. And the second part is requires a capacitor. Before it goes to the switch box. This can just be like this can be like this. Or I can use timers, right? Oh yeah, they require that, and I'm much rather use these. This is gonna be a bit tricky because if you turn it on, it's gonna take a bit to... This is just a waiting time. What if you just push the toggle? Push the toggle. So I just put this in between here. So you just push, so this requires a push button to open. Then you have this capacitor, which gets the signal, takes no time to charge. Well... no, I want to use a toggle button. Then I do need a timer. I do need a timer here. Outputs an on signal. Outputs an on signal when the timer reaches its duration. Outputs an on signal when the timer is less than its duration. The timer will not reset until it's signaled. So the timer is now in seconds. Duration will be this. This will go here. After this moves down, this will be the first part. Second part. I guess this can be 0.5 depending on the speed of it. This switches it from 0 to that. But this... the problem is, because of velocity pivot, I also have to do the same thing when it turns off. So the off value... so what's basically happening here, right? Can I use an up down for this? No, cannot do that. So what's happening right now is you press the button, it enables the timer. And once the timing is done, then it starts turning itself off. But this timer, though... timer is sort of... timer is less than its duration. So when it's less than that duration, it outputs the on signal, which switches that to on. But... wait a second, why am I doing so complicated? This thing is kind of... yeah, it is complicated. Unless I grab this... oh, I don't have the space to do that though. So I do require on... all these have a speed. That's the only thing they have. Instead of a target, they have a speed they go at. So I have to time it to basically turn it off again. So what this is I put in the timer for let's say 1 second. So it's on for a literal second, then it turns back off again. That is what happens. It just turns it on for a second, and then it stops. And I guess a not. That resets the timer. So if you turn it off, it's resetting, but as soon as you turn it on, it outputs a signal. That makes a lot of sense. So this is now connected to everything. Why does phone do... notifications. Phone is almost fully charged as well. Right, so this is what we have right now. The problem is... if... wait, can I not just copy the same system, but... hold on, cannot do this again? And I guess I can put an add, because only one is going to be true at a time, unless you really mess it up. This time this will go for the reset. If you turn on, it resets it. And if it's not the case, then it will turn it on for a second. It will also be that number. But it's actually a function that's going to need to be put in there. It's going to grab this. X times minus 1 inverts it. So this is what's happening now. I turn the button on, right? Button goes on. It outputs a signal to this, so this will now extend. It outputs it to this, enabling the timer, which is less than a second, so it will output this switch signal, turning this on, moving this at a 1 or at 0.5 seconds of 0.5 speed. Then it reaches a second. Then it turns off. And it's not doing that anymore. Then you turn this off again. Now this one goes back to 0. But it also resets this timer to be below. Because as soon as you turn this on, it stops resetting this and starts turning this, activating this one. Let's see. Save this as plain rear cargo door. Plain rear cargo door. Hopefully this works. Because then I can operate it with one singular button. First part and then the second part. Let's see what it does. It's not spacing the entire plane out, so it should be fine, right? So we press the button. And the door is too long. Damn it. I was kind of hoping the door wouldn't be too long, but it is. That is a problem. The door is too long. Like it pivots down, it immediately hits the floor. Like it immediately just smacks it. That is, how am I gonna solve that issue? I could make it fold even more, but that's adding more bodies to it. Let me quickly do this first. But yeah, how am I gonna solve that problem? Also, the fact that it starts off means it starts with the state of going in. So yeah. I mean, the system should work, but it doesn't. Because if I were to spawn this in, immediately press camera mode, hide pause, it flips to the inside. As soon as I press that, specifically that, then when you close it, it closes on that. That is open enough, and you can drive a vehicle inside. It's a little bit balancing, I think, on this. And if you press shut, it doesn't shut properly. What do I do in this scenario? My door is too tall. And this bottom part works, it's just this top part is just not working. Actually, the folding inside is not a bad idea. I'm probably then gonna cut this bit off, repaste it, resize the grid to this, cut, paste, merge. Probably should actually put this layer in there. Cut, paste. Pivot. Then I can use these. And I can then check out the amount it needs to go with that. All you have to do is stand clear of the ramp, which you're gonna do anyway. Alright, let's check if it works. First of all, we press this button, aiming this down. Should be slightly less because we're currently balancing. Then this goes up to like, I don't know. .5, I guess. So I'm just gonna start with a rough 0.5. That means that I can get all this entire very complicated system out of the way and change it with this. Then 0.5 and call this second part. Boom, done. Made it a lot more simple. So I press the button. Nothing happens and I know exactly why. You know, it's a good thing when you finally connect everything. And I can actually change it to 0.24. I'd rather have it be a little bit up than pushing the plane up. Yeah, there was some fun technical problems at the start trying to fix something and then accidentally turning it off. It also closes fairly quickly. But it's a really nice door. You can easily enter, you can easily exit, and all it requires is a button to close. Now you go into this door, then you go through this door. Then you open this one. Then you open this one. Then you sit in the pilot seat. Get the RPS going. to a target of like 35. Altitude hold will be 100 and... Actually, we're gonna put the altitude hold all the way up at like 300. Brakes on. Drop pitch fully forward. Then release the brakes to fully launch. And we have liftoff, and then I'm gonna turn the altitude hold on. Yeah, we are way above. So I want to get rid of these oscillations, these very slow, very overpowering oscillations that eventually smooth out quite nicely for a plane that I made. Then you can exit the plane and then you can just... I should have put a window in the nose. I should probably aim it upwards. Should probably get it to like 4. That's a prob. Yeah, then we're gonna put it like to. Let me put it up to like. $900. Should be enough to avoid that volcano. Because right now you can open up the door and just drop things out the back and then close the door again. That system works way better. It is way more reliable. Let's see. Let's then use some controls to kind of steer the plane. The thing does fly quite slow. But I don't mind the fact that it's a little bit of a slower plane. I actually quite like it. Alright, let's see how this altitude hold does when all of a sudden... Whoops, we've lost engines. I want to see what it does. It should try and hold this. So we should start dropping in altitude. It should see that there's a discrepancy. And immediately stall us out of the sky. It immediately makes you stall because it tries to compensate going up. Oh, that is... that is interesting, actually. Tries to compensate, and what it instead does is ruin everything. I'm gonna ditch it into the water. I don't have escape hatches installed yet. Whoops. If you just nosedive and then start pulling up while you're aiming towards the floor or towards the seabed, then you have a slow touchdown. Then the back of your plane sinks entirely. It still sees it as 3 bodies. What? Oh, I know. It doesn't see it as 3 bodies. It sees it as multiple because of the things. Because of the thingies. I know now. Because of these. Because these are technically not connected to anything. Well, that solves that problem as well. I was thinking I was stupid. Probably am, but that's a problem for another day. We can put this version in here. We also have this, which does actually work. So we're gonna hide this into the front of the plane to kind of see if I can counterbalance it more. There we go, fit it in perfectly. That is one weight out the back to the front. And then we have, so we have this, then we have this here. We have this here. What did I want to change that I didn't do yet? I don't know. All I know is I might want to have an instrument panel here. Another instrument panel up here that has, well, four indicators for indicator lights. Why is this one not connected to anything? Oh, that is the altitude hold. Let's put this at 1.8. And in the meantime, we are going to turn this into a brakes, which is going to be an indicator. The brakes are going to be on. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else do I want to do with indicator lights? Guess I can do 4 of them. Indicator, and this one can be shut. Then I want an indicator. Channel 2, channel 3, and channel 4 respectively. Then we have instrument 1, which will be, we would have the brake lights. I'm gonna put channel 4 gonna be autopilot engaged. Autopilot engaged, which means that you know the autopilot is on. If I could just look at the button, you may never know. I guess I could add a low fuel button. Low fuel. You know, I'm gonna have to grab this one and put it there. Technically, I could also grab this one, put it there. Gonna sneeze once again. Apparently, someone managed to get a cold or something. Actually, not really that surprising to me. No, apparently I don't sneeze anymore. Yeah, usually with this type of, like, the weather, the last few days has been weird, to say the least. So channel 2 will be red. This is the low fuel light. But the weather has been weird. Like today it was, like at a low point it's going to be 4 degrees, but the high point was 19. So when I walked back from my internship, I was saying to myself that I should have put on shorts, while this morning it was decently cold. I guess this can be green. And then we have some... because this one will be... less than, which will require that. Which means this will be another weird, quirky version because it will require another logic node, which will be a number. We also have channel 2, which is low fuel, which will become a number. This will also be channel 2. These two will be a number. So now we're going to add them together. Add them together. Yeah. Then we're going to have less than. Then we're just going to have a constant number for this one. Because this one will require a constant number. Let's say for less than 1000. Then you turn it on. So if it's less than 1000, channel 2 turns on. And it's the same as that one. There you go. Channel 1 will be the brakes being applied. And channel 4 will be same as the autopilot, which goes to this one, which means that altitude hold. No, it's not autopilot, and it's altitude hold. Altitude hold engaged. That means that for channel 4, we are going to have this out. So we're going to have to put an composite input instead of channel 4. So channel 4 becomes a composite version of that. So if that turns on, it turns that on. It leaves me with channel 3. What will channel 3 do? What will channel 3 be? I don't know why I'm getting tired. I mean, probably because it is Friday, it's the end of the week. I can finally sleep without having to wake up at 6:15 in the morning because, well, I have to go to do my internship, just making a bunch of drawings. Because that's what mechanical engineering is most of the time. You spend a couple of weeks in CAD software, and then you get to spend multiple weeks making drawings of what you've just done. And it all has to be correct. I guess this could also be a low altitude. Drop stuff all of a sudden. Alright, channel 3 will be a less than. So channel 3 will also be a number and a less than. Channel 3 will also be a number and a less than. This time it's going to be something like 69. Right, now let's actually organize this into more logical positioning. These are basically the same. Then we have this, which we can put right here. Then we have this, which we can shove right there if we just grab these two and put them right here. And all of this can go a little bit further there. All of this can go a little bit further there. Or just put like that. And then in the meantime, this one can count channel 3. Guess it only needs 3 channels. This can be pushed up. There we go. Now this is going to be distance to ground. Distance sensor. And technically, we also want to add a blinker to 2 and 3. Because 1 still goes directly, and everything that comes from there needs to go to here. For obvious reasons, because it is necessary. Alright, will this work? Is my next question. Low altitude, low fuel, brakes, yep. This should be enough. Come on, 750 has been reached. Let's actually do a quick trip to right here, which will be slowly turning around. I guess a little bit of roll in that as well. Just lean into it. Or we're gonna have to go all the way around. But then lean into it a little bit more, please. Yeah, the doors don't get damaged anymore. Isn't that nice? At least I managed to complete my goal within an hour. I think the altitude hold actually behaves better now. Alright, we are doing 80. We are sipping fuel, so what if we push it up to 50? 100 meters per second. Which means it's... Let's do the math here. Where's my calculator? There's my calculator. So let's do some math, right? We have 100, let's say 120 kilometers doing 100 meters per second. That means we're gonna do times 10. We do 1 kilometer every 10 seconds. So it just 1 times 10 divided by 60. It's going to take 20 minutes to reach the Arctic at this speed. Can I see my engine temp? No, I don't have engine temps. I should probably put those in as well. I probably should include engine temperatures. Because it... Why am I... Let's take the stairs, take the stairs. I don't have parachutes in here yet. I'm gonna make a short list while we're flying. Make a short list of what to add to the plane. Plane. So we still have to add. Engine temps. Parachutes. In case things go wrong, which they will, so I want to be able to identify the problem and quickly get rid of it. And then what else? Still have to get those throttle levers. Now we're going to be wasting a slightly bit more fuel because we're slightly heavier. I guess roll stabilization. Stabilizer. Roll stabilizer needs to be added. Let's see, where am I on the map? I'm right there. Roll stabilizer, so we're actually properly stabilized with the roll. And then what else? Oh yeah. Landing lights. Nav lights. So I'm going to stabilize my roll, install a bunch of lights. What else? Out, hold, tuning is required. Should I make my gear retractable? I could. Suppose I could not. And there we have it. Engines do overheat at 100 RPS. After 30 kilometers. So we now have burning engines. Don't know for how long I'll be able to hold this. Or ditching it in the water is always an option. But I don't know how long I'm going to be able to hold on to this. Before they run away on me. I never understood that concept until now. Or until like a bit ago. Why would the engine go really high RPS as soon as it kind of gets too hot? Then I realized it's a runaway diesel. It's at the 749. Tries to maintain that. I'm trying to bank a little bit more. because of that. I want it to be turned around because of that, and I don't want to go for the forest. So we're gonna try and yaw away from it. I don't think we're gonna make land in at all, actually. The altitude hold is still on. That's probably why we're stalling out of the sky. And now I'm gonna have to glide to a distance. I'm gonna have to try and glide towards land here. There are multiple helicopters in the sky. Multiple helicopters and a plane that's stalling out. That has no engine power anymore. Is that because of a low fuel or anything? All I can do is keep the starter going to kind of push that below 2 RPS to finally reach some land. So yeah, the trip to the Arctic failed miserably because of high speed, because I'm trying to go a little bit faster. Probably the one small radiator being inadequate cooling. Who would have expected that one? This will be a crash landing. I will try and pull up and kind of stall to the ground, but I cannot guarantee anything. Ooh, quite smooth. Alright, now it's time to just run out of this plane. Yeah, there's a fire right... How is there a fire right there? Let's open up the rear door. Let everything leave. So things just overheat. All because I couldn't keep an eye on my engine temps. That is what happens. You just hope that it goes well, and then it doesn't, and then you're surprised that things fail. Let me also paint the other light red, because those are 2 emergency lights. They indicate, yo, you did bad. Go do good. I guess I can do indicator, channel, and then just some dials, which is temperature, engine 1 should probably properly go from 0 to 100, and then copy and paste, change it to 2 with 0 to 100. There we go. Wait a second. I just realized. Yep. So can I increase the cooling here? Yes, I can. Radiator. Can go for... Wait, isn't a heat exchanger better for this? Considering I'm flying forward, so using a heat exchanger should be more beneficial. If I am to be correct. Specifically a air-liquid exchanger, which can... I'd rather have it flat, so this 5x2 should be fine. No idea. This is air, so, yeah, so this is air, this coolant. This could very much simplify the cooling setup. Because it goes out there. There we go, and then we're gonna have air out be just port end, we're just going to do this. And this one is going to be aimed forward with a T-piece onto it because we're going to be forcing air through here. And now I can kind of cover this off, let the air float in through here. Kind of scoops it up and exits it through the back here. Can I add more props to this? Nope, I have 8 blades already. Two dials, 2 indicators. Of course, it's gonna have to become a custom one once more. How is it put together? Like that? Yeah, it does. Indicators, that is generally how that works. Although the two, they are going to have to come from the same thing. So channel 3 and 4 are entirely useless. So these can go. Which means this one can be made smaller. So lighter. This one does still have to exist, but requires 2 greater thans with a constant number that is going to be B, and this one is going to be this, and this one is going to be this, then this one is going to be a total of like 90, and then it will start throwing a I guess a blinker at you again. More blinkers. Who doesn't love them? They blink. This one will just be 0.4, kind of like a quick blink to grab your attention and be very annoying in your face, to hopefully make you realize that one of your engines is overheating and you should throttle down to prevent fire and death and destruction. But where do I get the temperature from here? Could grab it from this. Value 1, 2, and 3. So I guess I have to read channel 3 and output it. Which means I'm only gonna need like two composites instead. Then I'm gonna have to do I think they're gonna have to read a number. Yeah, they're gonna have to read a number. I think they have to read it on channel 3 or value 3. And then they do this. Technically, I could make this more compact by adding all the temperatures and making an average out of it. But I don't care. I want to see if this works. Of course it's not going to work. Hold on. I haven't done the proper things just yet. Because 3 and 4 are the blinkers. So this is going to be number 3. This is going to be engine. Oh no, caps lock off. Engine 1 overheating. It's going to be engine 2 overheating. This is going to be on channel 4. Then temperature engine 1 is going to be on 1, and this is going to be on 2. Now this should be functional. You know, after a while you start to recognize your own mistakes, and then you start to then you start to catch them right after you look at them. Then you start to catch them beforehand. Then you start putting it automatically in your system, and then everything works. Because we are measuring temperature. There's a low altitude warning. I need to tune. Let's add that to the list. Engine controller tuning. Engine controller tuning also needs to be done. I guess 1237 is enough. So let's see what it does. Let's see what the temperature is doing of just the cylinder. So we're not getting any warnings here at the overheating bit. Engine is still getting hotter and hotter. Not entirely happy with that. I'm doing 40, which puts me up at a 90. I'm also flying away from the Arctic, but that doesn't matter at the moment. Well, I could start turning towards the Arctic, actually. So while we're turning, in the meantime, I'm gonna grab my pencil. My pencil that is slowly but surely getting shorter and shorter and shorter and shorter. And then I still have, like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. I still have 11 gray pencils left that I'm all eventually gonna use. Engine temps. They're being indicated. They're indicating temperature. I'm just gonna cross that off. And parachutes are the next thing. Because I'm smart. Alright, what are our temps doing? This is rapidly overcompensate. That's my Windows key. I don't want to be pressing that. Well, it's doing that rapidly, so that's way too big. So we'll have to see. If I tune that properly, then the engine should run a lot smoother, a lot less revvy. Yeah, I think the air to liquid rate thing was a good idea. Might just have to add fluid tanks with coolant. Because there's not really any good way to look at the engines, is there? Like, yeah, you can go to the passenger compartment and just crawl down to take a look at them. But there isn't really the space for it. Eh, 67 or almost getting... It's going a lot slower though. This is just a matter of looking at... This is kind of the boring part of Stormworks testing systems. Just go through every single scenario of flying, walking, operating systems and how they work. All in an effort to figure out if my engine overheats. Which by the looks of it, it will. It wanted 90. It's almost at 90. Yeah, it starts to warn me about stuff. So if I then throttle down a little bit. You know, lower my airspeed significantly. I guess it is because it's so peaky that it does that. Ooh. Also, how well does this react to change? If I just start doing this, point up a lot, so it points down a lot, so it then points up a lot. Yeah, it's a lot quicker to stabilize now. Yeah, engines be overheating again. So I'm gonna have to bring it back. This obviously doesn't work, but I think I kind of know why. These engine controllers are... How do I solve this? Do I add another 0 to it? I'm gonna keep the other one as a base. I'm first gonna tune one of them properly, just so I can see the numbers and what the baseline was. Also, just so I know how I can make progress. So I'm just gonna say, alright, go to target of 25. Actually push them and let's actually apply this to it. See which engine controls better. Oh, it's pretty obvious from the beginning. Yeah, so that's the problem. I've identified the problem. I also identified something stupid. That just has something to do with my incompetence. There we go. Solved it. What if you add another 0 to it? It should overheat a lot more gradually and a lot better. Yeah, we're still overheating, but I don't know why. I guess I should put a radiator to it. Like an electric one. Alright, do 26. Thank you. Yeah, but I think I know what the more of the problem is, because it doesn't go fast enough now. But I think if I add another 2 zeros on that. No, wait, I think I see my problem now. Touching the integral gain, well, I should be touching the derivative gain. I've been using it all wrong. The derivative gain has always been 0. So it didn't slow down, it just stopped it. And that number is incredibly low, so it's probably gonna be a mess now. Yeah. Wait, are they still inverted? Oh, I didn't tune this one at all, didn't I? No, I did not. I should pull a couple of zeros from that to see if that does any make it any better. Because yeah, it is a matter of tuning one engine properly so it works towards it and stays stable, rather than, you know, the rev-happy engines that I currently have. So if I just go to like a brisk 24. Yeah, this... Oh, now I know what's the problem. This one now doesn't go high enough. This compensates too much. What if I just do this? And also grab the altitude hold and turn this into a 2.5. $26. It doesn't even do 20 now. Oh yeah, it's slowly working towards it. Heating up slower though. Probably because it is doing less. Then in the meantime, we're gonna go in here and we are gonna say, you go there, you go there, you get twisted around, you get twisted around. There we go. Yeah, because the altitude hold is a good indicator of my lost bit stuff. Yeah, that is those numbers. So what if we just speed towards it immediately and then try and compensate for it? Because I want the RPS to be more stable than the revving things that I have. I basically went back to 0 with this. Because this is too small. Now if it becomes really jittery without the revving, because it keeps going lower because it's done, then it's going up. Hello. I got surprised by a hello.
Yes. And I just realized that I should pay my dentist.
You think?
Let's see. Pay that shit. See, this is why I don't like the dentist. You gotta pay them.
Don't you have insurance for that?
Yeah, but they don't cover everything.
Yeah, I think you have to pay like depending on what you have to pay like 250 or 300, and the rest is covered. Which I think under normal circumstances is just not what you have to pay at all, but in the case that it happens that you do need a cavity filled, or there are problems, they don't have to spend 1,000. Or you have to maybe wait an entire year just so you can change insurance, just so you can get your teeth fixed.
Alright. Speaking of money.
Yeah?
I did a little bit of research today.
Ah, on what?
Into TTS. Also,
Text to
hello
speech.
to your chat. Hello to your chat.
Yeah.
Yes, for the AI project, right? For getting him into voice channels.
Yes.
Um, and I have I have some unfortunate findings.
Let me guess, it is more expensive?
Well, okay, so I already have one like downloaded, right? Like from a while ago. When I was
Yeah.
like trying to train that one. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. It could work, it would be really slow. Which is not great for a conversation. And it would be
No.
resource intensive on my laptop. And it's a laptop, so that probably would like take everything.
Yes.
So basically, I have two options. One is very similar, but fast. Don't know how fast. It might still it would still be slower than the other option that we'll get to, but and it might be resource intensive, but I don't know to what extent. But it's free, so I'll probably just try it. The other option, which is probably the most optimal option in terms of performance, would cost me $22 a month.
Just to have text to speech.
Well, technically you can do it for free, but then it's only 10 minutes per month.
Yeah, imagine having your sentences cut off halfway because, well, whoops, your time ran out.
Yeah, like what do I do with 10 minutes for a conversation? Like, of course, it's mostly made for like videos or something.
Yeah, for like
But they
for
don't
people like
have
me.
they don't have that like on OpenAI. You just pay for what you're using, but this is like an actual subscription. And when
Yeah.
I say 22 a month, that is 22 a month for 100 minutes, and then you can pay extra to get more time.
Hmm.
Which, for some reason, in the other tiers, you cannot pay extra to get more time.
Yeah.
So,
You develop your own.
how the fuck do I make a voice cloning text to speech thing? Hold on, what if I ask ChatGPT? Hold on. Can you code TTS with wait.
0.05 and I'm running this with 0.5. So if you do 0. If I add a 0 to this, it will go a lot slower. This needs to be 0 anyway.
For it, so I don't have to rely on subscription. Actually, now that I think about it, that would be the exact same thing as just getting one. No, it doesn't code one. It just it just says, "Hey, look, here's some options."
No, it doesn't want to start anymore.
Well, whatever.
Fine, I'll let the engine react a lot slower to RPS changes just so it can actually catch up. And not overshoot the entire time, causing it to drop and then... Because I think that is indeed what's happening. So if I start the engines up... There they go, and I'm asking 25.
Also, may I read you some game lore?
Not right now. Because... for some fucking reason... one engine has decided to stop working entirely. Also, this push to toggle can get out of here. Make it more compact, you know? Just better. Why is it struggling so much? Is it because of this that needs to be 0.005 again? Because we're approaching it a lot slower? Also, what game are we talking about?
Genshin Impact, because this came up in a YouTube video I had on today, and I just had to pause and read it to see if he was being serious, and he was being serious.
What the fact that gambling exists?
No, it's lore. It's actual lore. Wait, shit, I didn't do a salad update yet.
Yeah, Jim, do your salad update.
Hold up, there's still time. It's still today.
Yeah, you have 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Shit, now I have to remember what salad I even had. Oh, I remember, actually.
Get your salad update so I can comment the word salad underneath.
Chad, go to my comment section. Actually, please don't.
Comment salad under his posts. In the meantime, take a look at one of my videos. My pencil fell. So I'm gonna trust you guys can watch my engines. Grab my pencil. Now everything's sliding off my desk. Amazing. There we go. Right, this is set at 27.
There we go, salad update.
This is more doing 26, but it is a lot more stable. So it doesn't get quite up there yet, but it does almost get up there.
Alright.
And look at the temperature difference already. Like, this one is heating up slower than this one. 25, 26. It does, I think, slowly get up to it.
Anyway. Here is the lore I was talking about. During the Arkan War...
Hold on. This is after the stream so I can focus my mind on getting numbers correct.
You don't need to get numbers correct. You need to hear the lore.
No, I need to get my numbers correct, because if I don't, then nothing is gonna work. Like my engines.
You can ask Weiss to do it for you.
This is a specific case.
He's an AI.
Yeah, but
he's built for specific cases.
Yeah, but it has to be able to know how it behaves. I'm doing a bit controller.
You can explain it to me. Oh, that's another thing. What do I make him? Actually, no, I guess I could try the thing that you said, like making a thread and instantly deleting it. How would one do that? Open AI thread ID. Create thread.
Alright, I guess if I remove 0 now, how will it behave? Because it doesn't quite get up there, but it doesn't compensate. But it's also not compensating. I'm trying to get as close to the edge as possible where it tries to compensate, where it doesn't have to compensate, but it does get as high as possible.
Else if... wait, hold on. Yeah, else if... open AI thread ID. And
Yeah, there's a big difference within these two, a tenth of a degree over a short period of time. Purely with some tuning. Like, it still does the wobble, but I just can't seem to get that out of the system. So I guess we're gonna make a note of the numbers, and we're going to then apply them on the other side. The P becomes 0.8, and this becomes 0.0002.
create thread.
0.8, this one can go entirely 0.0002.
Discord thread ID.
Also, we're going to get rid of this push to toggle. We're going to push this button here. We're going to put this up there. And we're just going to put this up, pull this in. Boom, save. Engines are now... I can write that off the list as well. This has been a productive stream. Holy shit. The engine tuning can be done now. Parachutes need to be added. Because they're quite important if you want to jump out. Parachutes. So I guess I'm going to be putting them in here. Probably grabbing 2. In case of emergencies. Also, let's remove these 2 and put these up here. It's a total of 8 parachutes in here. You have 12 seats in total. So 4 people have to stay behind. Oh yeah, this one exists.
Wait, huh? Oh yeah, that's correct. Okay. So that needs a bracket. What do you call the the weird bracket with like the if the normal one and the square one and then the other one?
You mean the fancy one, which you can never draw the second one correct of? That one?
Yeah.
Good question, actually. What about putting it in? How about asking Weiss? AI are perfect for just stupid questions.
What do you call the bracket thing? Symbol. The arcane art of symbols. It's a curly brace or opening brace.
So it's a brace.
Yes. A simple yet delightful character often used in programming and mathematics. Perhaps you require guidance in related matter, lad. I really need to, until I give him a voice, I need to learn to do his voice. Anyway, where was I?
I just crossed off the tuning, but it's not perfect yet.
If no OpenAI thread ID, then make a new thread ID.
Controller tuning part 2. But if we did add parachutes, we can cross those off. Yeah. Also, my altitude hold, I think, is tuned quite nicely.
Wait. Does this need to be...
Yeah.
Wait. Does this need to not be an else if and be ignore if?
Does it not have enough airspeed, this? How am I stalling out of the air? I need airspeed here. Right, turn it on again. This time, let's hope we remain... Yeah, there we go. And then we stabilize. And then we realize that engine temperatures differ still, even though they are symmetrical. I think I'm still gonna suffer from overheating engines.
And message. Open AI. Third ID, comma, trimmed content, comma, message dot author name. Or username.
Alright, let's see. Will this engine still make to the Arctic in one piece?
Wait, check status. And respond. Oh. Message.
Kind of excited for tomorrow, but at the same time not.
Why?
I can actually sleep in for once instead of having to wake up at 6:15. Or other early times, because I've decided to meet up with people, and if you want something to do, especially if you're going to travel by train the entire day, you do want to have the time.
Okay.
But now I can actually sleep into like 2 in the afternoon, because that's proper sleeping in times, instead of the oh yeah, I slept in, and then saying that you woke up at like 10. That is not sleeping in. That is just waking up slightly later.
So I did it.
You did what?
I successfully coded something without using AI.
But did you manage to get hello world?
No. I made it so he can, like, the thing you said where he, like, opens, if there's no thread, he just opens on and instantly closes it.
Yeah.
That works.
Nice.
And I did it myself without asking an AI to do it for me.
Nice. And also, next week
At least I think. Hold on.
is race week.
Yeah.
I'll probably mention it on Wednesday again, but there's going to be Formula 1 for the first time this year. Finally, after all this time. I'm once again going to be able to see 20 adults drive very expensive cars in circles for multiple hours. But this time it's going to be early in the morning because it's in bloody Australia, so the race starts at 5 a.m.
Okay, I was kind of hoping he would react kind of annoyed. Like, what do you mean farewell, where we haven't even talked about anything? He doesn't do that. I think he thinks that there has been a conversation. He just doesn't remember.
Yeah, because you do you know what happens?
Yeah, I understand why it happens, but it is a little unfortunate. It would have
The
been
thread.
funny if he got annoyed.
The thread closes,
Yeah.
which means he forgets what happened before, and then he opens one again, thinks there's been no conversation.
No. He only makes a new thread and instantly closes it if there isn't a thread. Like I specified, if there is no thread.
Yeah, but that means that he doesn't remember what happened before.
Yes, because there hasn't been anything before.
Well, there may have been, but he would have forgotten it because the thread has been closed.
No.
Like, let's say you had an entire conversation, you say goodbye, and then somebody else says goodbye again.
He first sends the message and then closes the thread.
Yeah, but let's say you have an entire conversation, that's a thread.
Yes.
Then you say goodbye, and then he closes it off.
No, because then he first sends the message and then closes it.
Yeah, he sends the message goodbye, and then he says the message and then closes off. Then somebody else says goodbye.
Yeah. No, but
and he opens a new one, doesn't remember the old one, so then because of that he isn't annoyed.
No,
that's what I was trying to explain.
No, that's the point, but I was hoping he would still be annoyed that you just... Because from his perspective, you would start a conversation by saying, see ya.
Yeah.
So I was hoping you would get annoyed about that.
These temperatures annoy me because they're not going slower at all. Might have to just get an electric radiator installed. Because right now I'm running 81 degrees on my engines. At 90 the lights are going to start turning on. Yeah, these two dials still need to be set correctly. Prop pitches at 1. Altitude compass, artificial horizon. It altitude's kind of set perfectly now. But this one isn't perfect at all. This keeps going up. And up and up and up. Till it dies. So what I could do is install more engines, but it will drastically slow it. It will double fuel consumption. So it would give it terrible range, but it would give it enough speed to prevent the overheating. Because I've already consumed around just over 500 liters. I would have consumed just over 1,000 liters to travel 30 kilometers. This is 8,000 liters. So that's 8 times 30. That's 320 kilometers worth of range. It is still it is still from the Arctic though. Problem is it's crazy expensive on fuel. Even if I want to make this remotely viable in survival or career modes, then I think electric radiator it is. Also, maybe if I...
Oh. I should also make it so that if the message includes book, he also reacts.
Let's remove the entire bottom. Remove this, remove this, remove this, remove this, remove this. Grab radi... Or should I try with the heatsink first? Heatsink... Because I feel like with a heatsink setup, I can of course chain multiple together.
Wait, I just noticed, did he call me Lad Jim?
Hmm.
Huh? Wait. Wait, yeah, he did. Who says lad and then a name?
I don't know.
Okay, well.
So I guess this enters in here, goes out here. No, it enters there. Then it should come out here. Goes back in there, goes out there. And starts moving back towards here again. All the while with a fluid tank small. Fitted right here. That does seem to be the correct way around. Like that. Filled with fresh water. Also as coolant. Different setup. Should be fun. Should be a lot better to deal with all the air. Also, this thing has become a lot more lag friendly. Because there are less bodies in the rear, because I exchanged like I think 4 bodies for a total of 2. Let's ask 37. Drop pitch all the way forward. Ooh, we went away just in time. Because we're not going to be flying over that high of terrain, I feel like I can easily turn this on. Am I not stalling out of the sky right now? There we go, now we're getting our airspeed back. Alright, we can start turning around. In the meantime, check our engine temperatures, which seem to be a lot more stable, but they seem to have gone back to their old behavior. Being very revvy and just weird. Maybe I should look into it at some point. Making an automatic tuner for just any bid system ever made. Because my airspeed is almost 60. We're doing... I'm asking for 39. I should probably asking for something like 37. But I think my temperatures are not that bad anymore. But we shall see. Because if temperatures remain bad, then I have a problem. If they aren't bad, then should be fine. No, don't want to get out of my seat. I want to press D to roll a little bit. For some reason, engine 2 runs a lot hotter than engine 1. No, that means that number isn't big enough. Huh. I'm just kind of waiting to see what the engine temps do. It seems that 2 heat sinks do solve the problem of overheating.
Actually, you know what I'm gonna do now that I'm
For
now that
fuck's
I'm
sake.
again? Why is cheap written with like the French E?
Wait, Jim, you're a
weird
mod,
A.
right?
Am I?
Are you a mod?
I don't know, am I a mod? Even if I was, I would have to go to like an entirely different. Like,
Yeah, but you can see the
tab.
message as well, but I don't think the rest can actually see it.
Wait, really?
Zit je weer op te nemen?
Nee. Doe wel.
Let me fill in.
Ik heb code geschreven.
Wat heb je?
Programmeren. It's working.
En nu ben je blij?
Block the user at the same time. Also ban him.
Dit is wat ik gemaakt.
Oh, dan moet kijken of zo.
There we go.
Moet kijken.
Temperature's fine. RPS. Is
Er is geen mens die nu gedampt wordt.
Anytime you can hear my friend explaining
Die
to
aan,
his
ja.
mom what AI actually is. That's what happens when you
Wat is
when you
dit
get-
allemaal?
Ik heb een AI gemaakt om
This is
zo
what
te
happens when you
praten.
have people that have no knowledge of technology.
Dus ik heb het verbonden met Discord. En hij kan nu via Discord communiceren.
Yeah. For anyone who has parents that know nothing about technology, it is just a bunch of explaining things in very simple terms, because as soon as you try using a little bit more complicated terms, they just stop understanding. It's like trying to explain it to a toddler.
Het was een heel gedoe
Maar-
om dit werken te krijgen.
Maar ik snap die start niet.
Hoezo?
Certainly LED? Wat is certainly LED?
Lad is een ander woord voor like.
Oh, and the
Holy.
language barrier as well.
Clear,
This is-
throat, greetings.
This is full on parents dealing with
Keelgroeten?
technology experience.
Wat?
Throat,
Clear
greetings.
throat als in. Like
This is the peak experience here, boys.
heel schrapen.
Oké.
This is the
Wat?
peak.
Dat is toch
Dit is-
raar? Dat schrijf je toch
In
niet?
tekst is dat raar.
Ja,
This is the
Schrijf
peak
je niet.
experience here.
en dit ken ik dan ook niet. Esteemed matron.
Major.
This is just a,
I find
this is almost painful.
sophisticated.
Ja, dan weet ik het nog niet.
Ik weet niet wat het Nederlandse woord is.
Nou, ik snap er
Zo
helemaal
was-
niks van.
painful to hear.
Dus ik kan niet zeggen, goh, wat leuk.
Oh, they've already actually
Nee,
on the
dat is
report.
toch gewoon stom.
Ja,
It took them a whole of 2 minutes to
Daarom heb ik hem zo laten praten.
Jouw feestje.
Oh, why are we banking a little bit? Should probably increase my altitude a bunch.
Oh wait, I made my mic louder, didn't I?
We could hear the full conversation.
Yeah, I turned the wheel the wrong way.
And what I said was this is just a full experience of dealing with parents and technology. And then you involve a language barrier in there. And then it becomes a million times funnier because then you have to explain English terms.
Yeah, how do you explain matron?
I have no idea.
Also, I told him to introduce himself to my mother, right?
Yeah.
And he says, "Certainly, lad, clears throat. Greetings, esteemed matron." And then he goes on, you know, with this,
I guess
stuff that you would expect.
Because matron can be mother.
It's not really mother, I don't think. I mean, I guess it's like guardian, I think.
But these things
Anyway.
are overheating a lot slower now. We might actually be able to make it to the Arctic this time.
Like and then he introduced him as you would expect, and he's like, I accompany your son, the one known as Jim, guiding him with my infinite arcane wisdom.
Yeah, try to explain arcane wisdom to your mother.
May your days be ever filled with intrigue and wonder under my watchful guidance.
Yeah. Your mother
Watchful
thinks
guidance.
your mother will probably think you're weird. Also,
I didn't make him say this.
I just looking at the name of the account that sent that message. It was selling
Yeah,
valid groin.
Yeah. Anyway,
They're getting
let's see,
creative names.
Can I get rid of this? Can I do that?
What? Can you get rid of what?
Like the message. Oh, it's already deleted though.
Yeah, as soon as you ban somebody, it deletes
Yeah.
messages.
I
Helicopter.
know. I don't know if I'm a mod for you.
Wait, there's a secondary What the helicopter doing? I'm gonna hold on, I'm gonna try and hit the helicopters. I'm gonna try and do a funny by hitting a helicopter with a plane. Is he on fire? No, that's just a color scheme. Alright, I'm gonna be missing that one, so I guess we're gonna be aiming for this one. The one that is actively flying away, but I think we are actually catching up. I'm gonna hope I can clip it with my wing to do the least amount of damage. I think I want to clip the rotor with my... Oh, my control is still on. Yep, I'm gonna have to do this manually. Yep, yeah, there we go. Did I do damage? I think I did.
I also got something very funny to show you after this, because I found the wonderful world of Minecraft scams.
Let me guess. 3 emeralds?
No, like actual money scams and what people do against it.
You mean pay-to-win servers?
Yes.
Oh, you've discovered that channel. Isn't it called Horizon? Something?
No, but they were mentioned.
Yeah, because I think they're the ones that...
Yeah, they're not
Or
just
do-
them. There's more people that do that.
Yeah, but Horizon is one of the most known of them all who does that.
Yeah, I know.
They're kind of the... I've seen multiple videos of that. It is kind of funny, just building massive lag
Yeah.
machines and seeing a lot of people complain.
Not just lag, duplication glitches.
Yeah, but
lava
generally-
griefing.
Generally, the duplication glitches are then used for the...
Like to offset the pay-to-win aspect by just giving people stuff.
Hello! That was a bad idea.
Can you fly into him? Fly into him.
I did.
Yeah.
But I have a slight problem now. Like,
Nah.
wait,
Nah.
altitude hold still works. Hopefully, no, it doesn't. Get me out of here. I need to get out of here.
But it wasn't just a pay-to-win. So there was also another video, and the one was way funnier. But I
I'm
won't
kind of-
spoil anything about that.
I mean, apart from the fact that they're duplicating a lot just to get rid of the pay-to-winners, I haven't installed hatches properly. No. Wait. I can do sort of the minecart boat trick. Or minecart trick which you... Alright.
Only to a certain extent.
Right, we're down. These doors are completely broken. Are these door... Is the rear door broken as well? Am I completely locked into my plane? Where did the button go? There. I can still get out the back of my plane.
Are you online? Are you? Did you fly your plane into a helicopter with another player?
No, that's AI.
Aw. Would be
But
so
I
much
can get.
funnier.
I can't get out of my plane.
It'd be so much funnier if someone looked out their window and saw a plane just like crashing into their face.
What?
Why is there's just no animation for jumping on the plane and opening a parachute?
Well, that's the plane. So
Yeah, I know that. Off to hit another target. You can do trick shots with your plane if you like jump out.
I don't know where the helicopter went.
I feel like you opened your parachute a little bit early.
Yeah, I was hoping to be able to get to there. Because that is a landing strip. Like, that plane will eventually stop. I should have turned the engines off, honestly. Now it's just gonna keep flying in circles.
I'm assuming it will run out of fuel.
Wait, can I close the parachute? Then open it again? No, I can't. There's the helicopter on the floor. Hold on. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, player damage is off, so I won't splat completely into the ground. I will just land very rough.
What do you mean rough? You're just there.
Player damage is turned off. Like,
Anyway,
there's another helicopter, and there's the plane on fire.
I see. Can you fly a plane into that plane?
Very difficult. Also, this helicopter is
that's
dead
fly.
now.
Is that the one you hit?
It disappeared. Yeah. Wait, with the home, I can probably enter my plane and turn the engines off with free cam. Am I able to glitch? Am I able to respawn back into the plane? If I angle it correctly, am I capable of? I should be capable of doing this. Yes, we're in. Right. Shut the door.
I'm gonna grab my Bible because I finished Berserk, so I can read that now.
Right. In the meantime, I'm gonna go through a burning plane to try and turn the engines off if the console hasn't been damaged too much. Because then I'd be in trouble. Ooh. But altitude hold should be off. Luckily I can get through here through this. No. I'm gonna keep getting thrown back. How am I able to... How would I be able to get...
Okay.
Oh wait, now I have relative speed. Aha. No, I get thrown back. Right, same trick as before. We jump up to here. We close this door so we don't fall through the hole. Then we go in here and we turn those engines off. Then I have a used parachute, which means we're going to equip this parachute. We're going to undo that. Where did they go? Oh well, because we're going to grab another one. And then we're going to go out again. This time I turn the engines off. Oh, wait, there are no fire extinguishers here yet. It's struggling to... No! I fell out of the plane. No! Right, where is a semi-habitable space? Not here. There's another helicopter. And there it goes. Falling from the sky. It is gonna crash eventually, right? Oh, it is. I think it is making a dive now. I think it stalled out. Lost all its energy and is now falling down. Or is it still leaving? I think it is actually... It's a bit difficult to see even with binoculars. It seems to be a tsunami as well. And I'm surprised the plane hasn't disappeared yet. Bye, plane, bye. Oh no, it's gonna hit the water. And... contact. Yep. Oh, it actually flew quite far. Yeah, I'm going to deafen myself really quick. Because of this. Hello, I'm pressing a button. Button not working. Stream Deck not working. Annoying. Because I'm gonna be... And of course this is not working either. I'd have to press that button. There we go, now we're working again. Because I am gonna be ending it soon. Because of time constraints. But yeah, if you like what you saw and want to see more of me messing around with planes, trains, cars, whatever you want to do, you want me to see, maybe you have some feedback, make sure to like, follow, subscribe, give feedback on what you want to maybe see more of, maybe see less of. I'm always open to feedback and willing to improve. And yeah, if you want to have a chat with me or be updated when things get delayed, moved, cancelled, then make sure to join the Discord via !Discord or descriptions and channels. I've already said that this will be on YouTube, but you can find via !YouTube or channels and descriptions. You know, they're kind of in the same place. You just have to look for it. And yeah, with all that said, next stream will be Wednesday. Probably be more Dero Valley. Because I think I made a loss on the last one. And my Wi-Fi died as well. So I want to redeem myself. By not derailing. And yeah. That will be Wednesday. I hope to see everybody there. And goodbye.